in order to access SQL Server. So I will type in SSMS and do a search, and you can see the link right here. The icon is right there. I will double click Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio and it will take me in the editor of Management Studio. So once you connect to the SQL Server Management Studio, you will see the first prompt where you will see the SQL Server. And okay guys, from here, if you click the drop down, you can see the SQL authentication also there, and there are Active Directory Universal Authentication and Password Authentication, Integrated Services Authentication also there. So we have a Windows authentication account, so I'm just going to click that and connect. I'm going to click the Windows authentication and then connect. So this will connect me to SQL Server. So SQL Server is loaded. It's green, and then you will see databases, security, SQL Server objects, application, different folder right there. Right here it says new query. Click it and you will see the editor where you can type in the code. So I just clicked it. I have to wait for again a minute or less. So I already showed you how to create the database. Go back in the video contents and you can find the create database. I also showed you how to create a login. If you are missing that, or if you have any questions, you can go back and look at the login video. So I already created a video on SQL Server agent where you can start the agent and create the jobs under the agent. So if you're missing that, you can take a look under the agent, under the content, and find the agent jobs also. So those are the three topics so far we discussed, and today I'm going to make a video on how to create a quick backup of SQL Server database. So what we need to do is on my DB, which is our database right here, I will do right click right on my DB, and then task and backup. I have a detailed video on full backup transaction and T-log backups, which I'm going to upload soon, but meanwhile I can quickly show you how to create a quick full backup of my DB, so you will understand within this video. So guys, we have the prompt window open where you can see the database name, the type of the backup. So we have three type of backups: full, differential, and transaction. I'm gonna do a full backup right here. I can do a copy only backup where transactions are not copied over in the backup. Then I'm gonna use the full the database only, not the files or groups. This is the path where the last backup happened. I'm gonna remove this and I will add the new path. So this backup is actually happening on C drive, which is not recommended practice. The best practice is to make a backup on a different drive, which is like SAN drive or any other local drive. You can do a tape backup also. So for now, this lab machine has only one drive, so I'm gonna do a backup on C drive. So guys, this is the path where we are making the backup. I will go all the way at the end and type in the name my TB, and then I will put today's date, which is 6/1/2021. .bat is the extension. And I will hit OK. We'll go back to the previous window. So here you can see the path with the file name right here on the left side. On the left side, I'm not gonna change anything. I will keep it as is, append to existing. Actually, I will do override, but we don't have this backup anyway, so it can be append, or actually it's gonna error out if I do the append because there is no database backup available. I need to do override and then verify backup. It's lab machine, so I'm not doing anything. I will go to the next tab, which is backup options, where I have the default server settings. I can do a drop down, do not compress or compress or default settings. So there is 3 options. I'm just gonna keep default settings, and after that I will go down and hit OK, and this will start making the backups. So, and as you can see, the backup completed. There is a successful backup creation message. Execution is 100% completed. If I hit OK, it will go back to the previous screen of SSMS. So from here I can click the folder just to make sure like the backup is really there. I will click the folder, file explorer, and go to the same backup folder. So guys, as you can see, under this folder right here, under the backup folder, I have my DB with today's date and today's time. So that's how you make the backup. That's tip number 1. The next I will show you how to restore the backup. To restore the backup, what I'm going to use is I will use a different name. So we're gonna have a third database with a different name here. So in order to restore the database, we need to go under the databases, right click right here. It's not a new database. So what we need to do is restore this link, restore databases. Click this. So guys, right here I have the window open. I'm gonna click the device. From device, I will browse it. Don't worry about this error because we are in the restore mode, so it was just giving error. It's more like a warning. Now we need to add so guys, right under this folder I can see my backup device. I can see my backup right here under the folder. I can see the backup which we just took. Highlight that. It will bring the name right here, and then I will hit OK. So we have the file right here under this window. I will hit OK, and under the previous screen you will see the path. It will take a minute or less because it's still trying to process. Everything is not available at this time. The system is still processing. It's just taking a little bit of time because this is my lab machine. It's just taking a little bit more time. As you can see, the progress bar is still gray with a little bit of green or halfway in. It's just reading from the header. Okay guys, so you can see my DB is already selected and database name is my DB, and from here I'm going to change the database name, and I will say xistdb, and I will go under the files. Here is the path where the MDF and LDF is created. I have the ability to change also with this check mark. If I click this, this location is is available now. I can change it, but I'm just going to use the default what we have at this time. I'm going to go under the options. So guys, right here, if there is a database already available, I can do override by clicking this. If I click it, okay, so we are doing a override right here. If we are doing restore with recovery, then this is remain like this. If we have the T-logs or transactional or differential database backups, then we can change the recovery to no recovery. And then there is an option of restore with standby. So but we are gonna use the restore with recovery, so we can play around with the database also. Then we don't have any T-log, so I'm just going to remove this. Okay guys, so we are not doing any T-log backup, so I remove this option, uncheck the this box of T-log, close the connection. It's if it's application attached, if this database is attached to the application, or if someone is using it, then it's better to close the connection before doing any restore. That's all about it. After that, I'm going to hit OK. And this will start restoring the database. As you can see, the restore is running now. The restore is correct, and there are no issues at all. The log file is also same size. So this is how you do the backup, and also you do restore. So guys, the next step is I will minus those databases. I can quickly show you how to DB which we just restored. I can create a table right here with right click on the table and then new and then table. I will add the column name right here, last name, and then I will leave everything like that. And then I will say first name, so I can save it with the save button, or I can just close it. So this is the save prompt. I will say yes, save it. It will ask me for a table name, so I will say this table, and then I will hit OK. So system will create a table with the two columns, last name and first name. So guys, you can see the table, this tab right here. This table is right there. if I highlight and then right click on it, I can see the records also in this table. Okay guys, from here right click and then select top 1000. It will show if there are any records in it. We already know there are no records in it because it's just created. I just created this table. So the next thing is I will add some records in this table, but I will let it run and show us number of records if there are any or not. So see, like it's blank, it's mean there are no records in it. Okay guys, so the next thing is I'm gonna go back to the table, right click. Okay guys, from here right click, okay, from here edit 200 rows. This is the quickest way to add some records manually. So edit 200 rows. So on the editor you will see the table is open with the edit mode, so we can add last name and first name. So I have the first last name Smith, second one is John, first name, then I have this and then this, and I have this. Alright, so now again I'm gonna X out from here. I will save the table also. So right here, so that window closed. Now we have the same query from previous session. What I can do is I will execute this again right here. So once I execute, this is the database, this table, this DB, and I'm running top 1000 and see all the records are there. So this is how you can quickly add some test data to test the database. So these are all the transaction first. We are making the backup, so the transactions are saved under LDF, and then after that they are committed and go under LDF. So that I want to show you. We can go for application in another video. So I can go under further application in another video. Always on, we need the cluster. If we don't have the cluster, we cannot do it. Will give me error maybe, yeah, because I need to enable the always on first of all. From the configuration there is a flag, and I need to enable it in order to set up the always on. Under the integration services catalog, we can create a SSIS DB also. Okay guys, so I can quickly share maintenance plan. So if I'll do right click, maintenance plan wizard, this will open another window, a GUI screen for us. Right here we have the maintenance plan. I will change the name to test plan. then test plan for lab server, and then we are running under SQL agent services. It's a on demand, that's fine. Next, what exactly we are going to do. So these are different jobs available which we can do with this maintenance plan. So I'm going to do full backup, and that's all I want to do at this point. Next is I will backup. I'm doing just a backup, so that's the task it's showing me. Next is in the next window we will see the full backup plan. So we have the database type, which is full backup. As we already did the backup, you know how to make the full backup. Now using this wizard, we are going to select the databases which we want to do the backup. So select one or more databases. So what exactly we want to backup? We can do the all user databases, that excluding master, model, MSDB, and temp, or we can do one by one, or we can do system and use this, or we can do all databases. So the all will take care of everything. So first I need to come here, I need to highlight, then I'll go here. This will select everything. In order to select only the user databases, I can select this. If I have on demand one database to backup, I can also select just like this. So for now we can do all databases. Ignore databases which are not online, which are offline. I don't really at this point care. I'm gonna move this a little bit up and then select OK. So once I have this, so I'll go back to general. So I'm selecting all databases. Then I go back here under the destination, create a backup file for every database, a subdirectory for each database. So if we do this, then it will create a folder also for each. And this is our path where the backup is going to be. Next is are we doing the verification? We are not. The default setting is compress backup, copy only. I'm not doing it. Encryption, I'm not doing it. Are we doing any reports? If the report is going, then we are writing the report under this folder, log. Under the log we will see everything. Email report to. I'm not doing any emails. Our email is not set up on this live machine. So this is our plan. Finish. It's executing. Reports are ready, and it's successful. Alright, so as you can see, the task is completed and everything is successful. We can review the report also for this. So everything is successful, same message. Let's go back to right here under the backup. Update. I need to go under the backup folder. From here I have this test plan. I will execute this. So the plan is running, it's executing. As you can see, if I go under the folder, the same backup folder, let's see, something right here, not yet, 436. Let's see how long it's gonna take. Okay guys, so we have the test plan right here, and then if you go under the SQL Server agent jobs, you will see a test plan right here. So I will right click the test plan and start the job. So the job is gonna run. The job completed. We'll close this window, and next I will go under C drive, program files, wherever backups are, right? So MS SQL, then we have backup right here. So you will see all the backups. The new backups are created right here under this folder. Yeah, I get rid of all the older backups from this folder, so we have because of limited space on this C drive, so I always get rid of the junk files, whatever, but for now I have those files. The next part is I'm going to create a job using the SQL agent, and I will show you how to execute the job. So we already executed the test plan job, and now I'm gonna manually create another one, and I will show you. So the job is going to be right click on the test DB, and I will say backup, the window is open. Here I will add the path where the backup is going to be saved. It's the same path. I'm going to give the backup name exist TB, and I'm gonna say job, just so we know job and today's date. .bak. I will hit OK here, and rest of all almost remain the default. I'm gonna overwrite if there is any backup with that name, and backup options are I'm gonna compress it, and that's about it. And then I need, instead of hitting the OK button to start the backup, I will script. So the script is created right here. I minimize the other window. Actually, I don't need that window at all. So I will open it again and I will cancel it. So now we have the script right here, right? So what I need to do is I will go back to the job and create a new job. It will open the window. Backup job, and then I will give script. So this is our job. Because there are no other steps available, so I click the new steps. So the window open, I will add the step. Okay, that was my mistake. I will say execute. And this is transactional transact SQL script run as this sysadmin. The command is going to go right here. Control A to select all, and then Control C to copy. Let's go back to the job window. Right here, paste. So we have right here this. I will parse it. Everything looks good. I will OK it. So our job step is completed. I'm not gonna give any scheduled day or time or whatever, but no alerts, no notification, no target, because this is just for our testing. So if we go under the jobs, and if you're not able to see the job, then you can refresh it. I can see it, it's backup job right there. Right here the backup job is, and now we are going to run this job. So start job, add this step, and the job is running now. So this job is going to take a minute or so, and it's completed. Now what I'm going to do is I will go back to our folder, and you can see the job, sysdb job with today's date. So that's how you create the job and then you execute the job. Alright, so I'm refreshing this job to show you one more thing. So if you click this backup job and then right click and check the history of this, So it will show you if there are any successful jobs or there are any failures within the agent. So right here you can see it's already selected backup job, and the job with the with the check mark, green check mark is here. Click this and it's all completed normally, successfully. I will show you, this is the history of this. 10% completed, 20%, and blah blah blah. So it's all completed. So this is how you can create a SQL Server job and then execute the job and see the history. If there is any error, you can see under the log also, like whatever the error is, and then you need to fix the error. The next section is the activity monitor. So whatever jobs are running, you can see the activity of those jobs. View job activity, and it will show you the activity, what's going on here. If there is any locks or blocks, if some issues are going on, it will show you. Let's say last night there was any job which is running and there was a problem, you can come over here and take a look. So that's the activity for the jobs, agent jobs. Then if you click the server itself and click here, you will see activity monitor. That will show you what's happening right at that moment on the server. So here it is, active expensive queries, if there is any. In our case there is none. So there is, like, everything is blank because this is my tab. Again, this is my lab machine, so you don't see anything at this point on this server. Processes, again, nothing. So pretty much everything is blank. If we wait a little bit longer, then maybe we can see the CPU information and few other things, but the main thing is you can do the right click and then click the activity and it will show you whatever activity is happening. Whatever, I mean, this SP Who2 active will show you activities also. This store procedure will also show you activities on the server. It will execute and it will pull all the active information. It will take a minute, but it will pull all the information what we are looking for. See, what's the background status, what's blocking, who is the host, the login which is running, all the different jobs. So here's that information. So this is my machine and this is the login I'm using. So that's how you're going to run the activity. So guys, this is the way you can pull up information when you're doing the troubleshooting. SP Who2 and active. We already made a full backup of the DB. Now I can also show you making a transactional backup or differential backup also. So this way we will cover everything in this video. So in order to make a differential backup, you need to do right click, task, backup, and this way I'm gonna be a little bit fast because you already know how to make the backup. I'm gonna use differential right here and then remove what we have, add the file name, and then rest of all remain same. I'm going to override right here and then go under the backup. I will use the compress backup this time. That's all I need to do. I will hit OK, and this will execute the backup. Okay, so this backup is done. Before proceeding, I will go here and see the this DB is right there. So from this DB again, I'm gonna go under task and backup. And go under the type first and change it to transaction, and after that come over here and then select the transaction trn file name. Then we need to do media options, where we can override, verify the backup, and then backup options are compress backup. So from here hit OK. So once we hit OK, we can have that backup completed successfully. So guys, now I need to go back to the folder. So under the folder, I refresh it, and then I can see this DB transaction, the transaction log. Then I have differential, and then I have the full backup. So all three types of backups are right there. One more thing I can do is regarding the backup, since we are touching this topic. Right click again on the backup again. So I have the window open. So at this time I'm going to make a full backup. Well, I will say copy only backup. So when we do the copy only, I will remove the older path. I'll give a new path name with a file name. So my file name is this db copy only. So with copy only we have .bak. We don't with copy only you're not able to get the transactions from the log file, but rest of all is there. So MDF is going to be copied over. Media override, and then default compress. Alright, this one, and then I will hit OK. So now we have the job running for copy only backup. So our backup completed. I will go back in under my folder, and you will see the backup of copy only is there too. So right click on the server and then properties, I will go I will click the memory and see like minimum memory and maximum. So at this time the server is set up with the maximum memory. With this lab machine I gave only 2 GB to this, but like if you want to change it, like let's say 1024, so I can change the settings like this, and then over here I will say I have 2048, or I can say I have 4800, whatever the maximum you want to give it to SQL Server. Once you do that, it will take it. So it will execute and it will set up everything. From here I will go back to properties, and click the memory again, and see the settings are changed now. Next one is the processor. So you will find out how many processors are used. You can change the settings accordingly if you need to. Right here you have, if you're using only Windows authentication, then you need to click the top one. If you're using SQL also, then you need to click the mix mode. Login auditing, it's actually login, like whatever you want to audit, you can save that information accordingly. Like both failed and successful login, if you want to select this, then all the information related to failures or successful logins are saved also. So that's under the audits. Then we have the connection strings. What kind of allow how many remote connections for this lab machine. All that good information is right here. Then database settings. Under the database setting, all the default values are right here. So that's how SQL Server knows where different things are saved. So we have the data file, which is MDF, then log file LDF, and then backup files, which I showed you earlier. Under the advanced, we have different values available, which you can change. Max degree of parallelism, locks, and parallelism threshold. So all those values, time to time you have to, if you're running, if there are any issues with the performance, then you need to come and check, and sometimes you have to change also. If you make the change, then you need to also restart the SQL services, sometimes, not all the time. I will hit OK to save all the information. I can cancel out if it's a production box, but for now all my information is changed. The memory is for the SQL Server memory. I don't think we need to reboot restart SQL services anymore, but I will just restart the SQL services also, just to show. Right here. So I need to start the configuration manager. We have the SQL Server configuration open. Go under the services, highlight it, and see that the service is running. Right click, stop the service or restart the service. So I'm gonna restart the service, so this way the service is gonna start and it will update all the information under the SQL Server. So guys, the SQL service is coming back now, it's running. That's all I want to show you from this side for today. We can touch base the advanced levels in the coming videos. Yeah, before we go, one more thing. I will quickly show you one more thing. So you can also find SQL services under event law under the services. So if I'll type in services, I can show you SQL services also running under the services. So right here it's running. You can right click, start the service, check the properties, change the service account, and check the dependency, etc. From here you can see the type, startup type. You can change whatever you want to change it. Change the login information, which means you can use the domain account or local account right here. So those are the two important things I want to discuss. So depending on the information or whatever business need, you can change accordingly. You can see also the dependencies. So cancel from here. Then we have agent service also running, browsing services, SQL CEIP service, writer, all those services are running here. So sometime if you are not able to find that information or not able to restart the services from configuration manager, then you need to come under Windows services and then start those services or enable, disable, whatever you want to do. So in this tutorial I want to show you all of this today. Hope you like this video. It's pretty detailed, very basic stuff, but like I covered most of the basic things in this video. Please try to take notes and then try to build your own lab machine and practice. So guys, just if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel for sure. That will help me also. You can share this video to your friends. They can learn and we all can learn together.